G'day, I'm Pete Seligman. There are a growing number of people thinking about buying a business in this region, but it can be hard to see what that actually looks like. So to help bring one part of that process to life, I've teamed up with my mates Jason Andrew and James Frank to throw some businesses on the table and share our raw thoughts on each. This is ETA Downunder. We hope you enjoy it.
This was good. I like a trailer.
So when I looked at it, I was like, oh, trailer manufacturers, like I know a good amount about it. So let's rip it.
Yeah.
And it turns out, not quite, which I actually like even more because
it piqued my interest.
So profitable industrial manufacturing business, Western Sydney, New South Wales, God's country. So looking to invest in a successful and established industrial manufacturing business, this is your chance to acquire a market-leading manufacturer based in Western Sydney. 4.5 million is the asking price and already sold.
Nice round numbers.
There's not actually anything in that is mildly helpful except for location and manufacturing. So we're going to...
Yeah, but you can see how this worked, all right? Because all they had to write was manufacturing Western Sydney, and they had you, right?
Yeah,
so,
exactly. Yeah.
So business manufactures and installs automated. And this is where I thought, textile tarping, right? So systems for both national wholesale network and a local retail client base, strong reputation, diverse customer base across transportation, agriculture, and construction. Business offers a fantastic opportunity for growth and profitability. So if we go back up to the top, this is
I really like
dog. Jace, This is the dog, right? Just for those accountants at home. There's a
keyboard warriors at home.
Yep, that's right.
Well, and just because we like going on tangents, you know why it's a dog and not a pig, right?
No, I don't know.
Ah, here you go. So
educate us and enlighten us, Pete.
So the only reason it's called a dog, and you can't even see the front axle, so you can kind of guess it's a dog, but it's called a dog because the front axle will be steering axle. So the front wheels will be connected to the hitch. So then as the truck turns, the front axle of the trailer will turn. So therefore it'll follow you. Whereas you can also get pig trailers, and pig trailers are cheaper to construct, but their front axle doesn't turn. So whilst you're towing them around, if you're turning sharp corners, they'll screech across and just drag the front axle sideways as you're trying to turn. But they're super cheap and you can bash them around. And if you're only generally doing long haul straight driving, it kind of doesn't matter. So you might as well get a pig. So that's why you've got a dog trailer and a pig trailer.
One follows you, one screeches. Amazing.
Correct.
There's a
That's something today.
There is a cracking manufacturer of truck and dog bodies out in Western Sydney, who is this small little business that has cracking potential. So if anyone wants to have a look at this, there's a lovely little bolt on that you can do the whole patch.
The whole thing. Awesome. Yeah, no, I really like the look of this because that tarping fabric breaks.
So prime locations, strategically located in Western Sydney, easy access to major transportation routes, opportunity to purchase premises too. Okay, interesting. Turnkey operation, fully equipped with all necessary machinery, tools, inventory to continue operations. National wholesale network, relationship with a broad range of wholesale retail clients, including construction, transportation, agriculture. Reputable brand, high-end, high-quality, durable tarping solutions, exceptional customer service, skilled workforce, experienced and dedicated team in place to ensure smooth operations, growth potential, opportunity to expand product lines, increase market share, enhance online presence. And we say online, I'm just not sure I'm buying a tarp online for a dog. Anyway, financial highlights, profitable, that's good. Proven track record, solid financial performance, consistent profitability. FY24 is 5.3 rev with a net profit of 1.7 mil plus. Scalable, steady year-over-year growth, opportunities to expand. Cash flow positive, no debt in the business, and detailed financials are available for serious buyers. Ideal for industry buyer, industry professionals, and entrepreneurs. So it's a rare opportunity to enter a well-established business with a solid foundation and room for expansion.
I love how they've got a third dot point of entrepreneurs there. Is that the Morgan's team recognizing that entrepreneurship through acquisition is a real thing? I can't imagine 5 or 10 years ago that dot point existing.
No.
So that's
Yeah.
cool.
Agreed.
I like it.
Agreed. I think the price point is really the key, right? 5 mil EV is what they're asking for. Yeah, 5 mil. Like that's a, you could raise the money and get some better.
Sweet spot.
Oh, 4.5, even
4.5,
even cheaper. Yeah,
Yeah.
4.5. So that's pretty good. So net profit 1.7. I assume when they say net profit, that's NPAT, like after tax profit, or are they saying EBIT? I don't know. I never understand that profit.
Well, it won't be after tax. No way.
Yeah, because that wouldn't be there. So it'd be so EBITDA of 1.7. So what's that? A 3 and a bit.
15% 15% EBITDA margin. That'd be about right.
Yeah.
But so you could probably get 2 times debt on that.
Yeah.
So you're probably only raising a little bit more than $1 million in terms of equity.
I'm in.
You can just refinance your home and off you go.
Hi everyone, I'm Pete Seligman. Thanks for registering your interest in the 2024 ETA Forum. This is the 3rd year of the event. We started at the beach, we moved to the harbour, and now we're taking it to the heart of the city, and we're really looking forward to having you there. In return for your early interest, we're giving you access to discounted tickets for the next few weeks, so please follow the link below and grab them while they last. In the month of May and into June, we'll continue to release more information about the event and all the exciting things to come. So please let me know if you have any questions. Looking forward to seeing you there.
Yeah, it's a good little business. So like, can someone, obviously I'm the accountant in this room, can someone explain what textile typing is to a keyboard warrior?
All right.
So go for it, James.
So on the top of most dog, like truck and dog or trailers, anything transporting loose material, so sand, rubble, whatever, cut and fill, there's usually a sliding tarp across the top so that when it fills up, the tarp's retracted, your excavator dumps in, or your chute jumps in, and then you kind of extract it back, and that keeps it from sort of like overflowing, right, as you're driving down the highway. So quite a technical system if it's that retraction one, because you kind of, it's all automated and retracts back. Right the way through to like your simple system, which might be just literally a tarp that flops over the top and pegs. So
and because there's road rules around covering your load, like you must cover your load, right? And so it's just a really neat and automated way of doing that.
Interesting. So the textile itself, is that like what material is that tarp?
Yeah,
is it
like a sail material?
Okay, gotcha. So like thick canvas type thing.
Canvasy, or some sort of.
Okay, gotcha.
I mean, they probably even have, like a shade sail type. It'd be all sorts of different. Like I presume that their product range would have all sorts of different versions, different price points, different durabilities, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, that makes sense. Thanks for educating me. So I guess this part is business manufactures and installs, right? So I imagine that they're manufacturing the motor or the automated function of the tarp mechanism, and then they're also installing it, so they'll fit it to your dog/pig
and customizing it too, I guess, because each trailer will be slightly different. Then you could establish like really good partnerships with custom trailer builders, right? Where you say, I'll develop a tarping solution for your 5 models of trailer, and it is easy to fit every single time. And then you could even distribute through those guys. I guess I don't know if they do that, but it said company nationwide wholesale network. Yeah, so strong relationships with broad range of wholesale and retail clients. Yeah. So, and the other great thing about it is that it's almost consumable. Like that, they probably argue that it's not, but that's exactly the kind of thing that gets damaged all the time, right? So having to like refit it and add more fabric or do repairs, or like you get that kind of churn as well, which would be really good for revenue.
I like it. Is there like the actual manufacturing of the tarping system? I wonder how defensible that is as a product. Like you're not patent protecting that product, or maybe it is. I don't know, they mention it. They would have if it was. So I'm just thinking, how many other automated textile tarping system manufacturers are there in this country? Is it fairly niche? Like, can you roll them up? Basically, is what I'm getting to. Can you just be the dominant player of tarping system manufacturers in this country and just own the market? Like, because that would be an interesting play.
I reckon there'd be an opportunity for that. I mean, I think it'd be one of those things that you see these things all over the place, and now every single time you drive on the road, you're going to see them, Jason.
Yeah, I'm going to see one.
And
I was, is that a dog or a pig? Let me check. Oh, yeah, I can see it. Yeah. There's the wheel moving.
That's definitely a dog. But I think it's one of those businesses which happens all the time. Is like you see like these really big, like global companies with bits and pieces like a tarping system on their truck, and you think to yourself, "Oh, well, surely there must be some reasonable company that's doing that." And then the company that's supplying the tarp to this massive global organization is some tiny warehouse in Western Sydney, right? Like, so I think it'd be that kind of thing, right? Like and you can see their shed there. I mean, I presume that's their shed we're looking at. So yeah, I actually think that it probably is a bit kind of fragmented, because people are probably just sending their trailers locally to whoever their local dude is that does this.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I just found it because there's not many in Western Sydney. And they've got some like,
don't reveal Morgan's secrets.
I don't know, I won't.
Yeah, exactly. You're breaking an NDA here or something, James.
But there's a couple of things. One is they've got some really good distributors. So like the types of like who they're distributing to looks, if this is the same, then yeah, it's like actually that makes sense. There's some big players there. Someone like Ballcat, for instance, who does all the Ballcat trailers, like they're a big trailer manufacturer. They are listed as a so for those all playing at home, here's your Ballcats, and so you can sort of see they're the manufacturer of the actual trailer, and that's a Hercules, so it's a different brand, but same sort of thing. So they're obviously distributing into them. That's a good sign for that thesis of, well, go to the actual manufacturer, get it spec'd into that particular truck and dog combo, and away you go.
Yeah.
I think it's got. And the other thing I was going to say is that on there, if it is the same, there's one of the things we haven't talked about is this truck and dog, but there's now more utilization of the shipping containers, and so the retractable shipping containers push on their website. So I think it's a really interesting one. I think one that, from a thesis of a roll up or, actually just getting embedded, growing it to a point where, someone in that vertical, in that, truck and body space might actually just go, yep, I'm going to buy you out. It would, someone like a Ballcat or a Hercules, actual big bodybuilders, maybe should look at this as a natural bolt on and say, well, it would probably save our truck and dogs cost in that process. But
in which case the multiple should go up. So clearly by that multiple, they're looking for someone just to buy it independently, right? Like, because if you had taken that approach, you'd be asking for more than 4.5.
No, absolutely. Absolutely.
But it's I like it. I reckon it's a good one. It's
I agree.
And different to some of the other ones we've looked at. This is the kind of one where sure you'd have to have a bit of an appetite for this kind of thing, like James does. Like I just love trucks and trailers and all that sort of stuff. But you don't necessarily have to have deep experience in the sector to be able to understand how this works, build a team around it, make sure you got the right people in the warehouse that understand what they're doing. Like very different to some other stuff where the owner actually does need to have kind of an inherent experience. So this is something that's much more accessible.
Yeah, well,
very simple business.
Yeah, like going back to was it Warren Buffett's concept? Like I understand the business.
Yeah.
Business is like big tarps to truck and dogs, and it's like and other trailers. Like okay, even just looking at that, you think okay, it's a tarp, it's got a retraction system. Like that's a tried and tested concept that everyone can understand. So I think it's
compliance driven. Every truck trailer needs to have a tarp or covered pillow. So it's like mandated. There's a lot of trucks and dogs and pigs around the country transporting, loads from A to B. Like there's a market for this, and there'll continue to be a market for this product forever.
Like things like logistics, infrastructure projects, major projects, construction. like all of those
Yeah.
tailwinds are up, right? So
100%. Exactly.
that'll make sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good one. I
Cool.
like it.
Good.
Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to learn more, please hit us up on LinkedIn. You can find all 3 of our profiles in the show notes below. And stay tuned for the next episode.